Hello, this is Kinninigan, and in this video today I want to go over my own theory on the anomaly known as liquid crystal polarization. Now this is an anomaly that is specifically different than a lot of other reptilian anomalies that we see, such as slit eyes, sideways eyes blinking, sometimes even in like my Yusef Estes video. I have a full shape shift happen in that video where you actually see an alpha draconian creature start to appear. But these started popping up and they are totally different than everything else. And over the past few weeks, I've uploaded quite a few of them. I think the better examples of them to my YouTube channel. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to record my desktop here and we're going to look at some examples of ones that I put up recently. And I want to kind of go over these with you and explain what you're seeing here if you're new to liquid crystal polarization. And maybe, I think what I'm going to do tonight too after I upload this video on my YouTube channel is I am going to make a new playlist just on these anomalies. So if you go to my channel after I upload this video, I'll have a playlist on there of just all liquid crystal polarization so you can see them all for yourself. Now this first one I want to show you here, this is the Bob Marley one I just did. Now what's really interesting about this one is that this was taped in 1976. Now when I first started seeing these, I thought maybe they could have been attributed to some type of digital camera malfunction or something like that. But in 1976, that would have not been the issue. And as you see, I'm going to do the video here to try to get better examples. Okay, here we go right there. Now what I want to explain is in a lot of these videos, we see the clothes shifting, the face, but really nothing else around them. And people are asking me, well, how can this happen? I mean, is this hat reptilian or... Well, at the end of the day, I'm actually starting to believe that this may not specifically be a reptilian thing. I'm going to explain what this is. This is tied in with Archon possession and the occult, in which I'm going to go over at the end of the video after I show you these examples. I also have an experiment that I'm going to show you that I can show you basically how this anomaly works too. Now this is the Bob Marley one done in 1976. This one is really interesting. The other one we're going to look at here, this is Nigel Cole. And this was actually taped in Philadelphia, my hometown where I live. This one is interesting because he's outdoors and nothing else around him. Now I was asked about this right here, about the roof. And what it is, if you really look at it, it's like it's moving with him and there's just a lag in the actual anomaly. But no, the roof isn't really shifting. It's all around him. It's his clothes now, hair. But what's interesting is in a lot of these videos, they become aware of it. And what'll happen is either we'll get a producer or something like on a TV show, cut the shot and then pan back to him, which is what just happened in, I uploaded one yesterday where you actually see that, and I put in the video, look how long they're keeping a screenshot up in the video, why she's shifting and can't get it under control, and they cut back to her. And the people know what's going on around them. Now these anomalies, I believe, okay, here he goes right here. See how he clears that up with his hand? Right on his forehead? He's becoming aware of it. And we see this a lot, that. Now, if you were outdoors looking at him, you probably wouldn't notice this. This is, okay, here goes the hand. That's what I was waiting for again, the second one that clears it up. Now, the only people who can see this are the people looking in the monitors for the camera, which you need for every live TV show. News anchors use them because they need to space themselves into the shot, right, for the headshot. So they have monitors that they can look down into to make sure that they're sitting in the right exact place and all that. And so when this happens, we see them clear it up. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you this experiment. And Now, if you're using older CRT monitors like me and you don't have flat screens, you could do this experiment that I'm about to show you. But you're looking at my desktop right now. And you see the bar down at the bottom. This is all blue. Now, I'm going to flash some pictures up on a screen. And I had to actually take these pictures with my camera because when I tried this experiment with the Screencast-O-Matic, it does not pick these anomalies up. You only see this if you're looking at my computer screen. But what I'm actually doing right now is I have a huge stereo speaker with a 6-inch driver magnet in it, and I'm holding it around my screen. And it's changing the colors on my screen. Now you see the blue bar at the bottom, it's turning green. And that is from the magnetic field from my speaker messing with the projection of light onto my monitor. Now the Screencast-O-Matic doesn't pick it up. And that's kind of the basis of what's being picked up by these cameras in liquid crystal polarization. But the thing is what is causing that, and that I'll get into next. But this experiment's pretty neat too, and what else I want to point out is it takes the blue bar at the bottom and turns it green. Well, I went to art college here at the Art Institute of Philadelphia. I'm highly trained in color theory. When you mix yellow and blue, that's how you get green. They're complementary colors. So when a magnetic field is applied to the screen, it's projecting over to its like color that you would get when mixing two primary colors together to get a complementary color. Now with these liquid crystal polarization things, they're always black and white, zebra pattern. And this is really important because black and white plays a very high significance in the occult. And what I believe we're seeing with these anomalies is archon possession. Now I'm going to, archons are alien greys that are summoned in occult ritual. Aleister Crowley taught this with his, I'm going to flash a picture up on the screen here, the archon known as Lamb, which he claims he's number 71, and that's interesting because in the Lesser Key of Solomon, which Aleister Crowley wrote, there are 72 archons that could be summoned. So I'm assuming that Lamb may be the 71st out of 72 of them. Also in Freemasonry, one of the lost word of Freemasonry is a 72-syllable word, which is the lost word of God, which can, if spoken the right way, cause you to impose your will on Mother Nature itself, highly tied in with magic and the occult. But yeah, the lost word of God is also 72 syllables. So there's something more going into that. That's something that I started researching too, was with these archons and you know, and the number 72 playing a significance in the Lesser Key of Solomon. Now I'm going to show you this thing I have bookmarked here. And it's because it's really short and it basically covers everything I need to on this website. I'll put a link down in the description on what we're seeing here. And this ties in with the Masonic checkerboard and duality symbolism in the occult. Duality in the occult is directly connected to your consciousness or your subconsciousness. You know, as above, so below, heaven and hell, black and white, good and evil. And that's duality. And it exists all throughout the occult. In the occult, for a magician's name, you're supposed to take, you know, sometimes names that rhyme together. Names spelled backwards, they reverse words and put them back together, and that all has to do with duality and the occult and all that. But in every Freemason lodge and just about every occult magic lodge, even I've seen pictures from the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn online too, and they have the same exact checkerboard floors in their temples. You see the black and white checkerboard things. These are the same color that we're seeing with these liquid crystal polarization. Now, Jay Wildner, I mentioned this in a previous video, explained that, you know, selling your soul to Satan. But yeah, Jay Wildner explained that in the occult, the term selling your soul to Satan or is basically selling your soul to Sirius, in which you allow an archonic entity in an occult ritual to attach itself to your subconsciousness. And it basically, now, where these archons are actually based, I believe, if you know anything about occult casting symbols, I'm going to go over them real quickly. The pentagram is the planet Venus. The hexagram is the planet Saturn. And then I believe the 8-pointed star, which is related to Ishtar, the mother goddess. I believe that may be the moon. Now, I could be wrong. I'd actually have to check on that. I did do another video on the occult that's on my channel, and I have a lot of the casting symbols in there. But basically, in the occult, casting symbols usually go to somewhere off-world, which someone asked me before if I believe these reptilians are underground, and I said no, because I don't believe the occult energy can penetrate into the inner surface of the earth. I believe the occult is all based around electromagnetics. So if people had theorized that maybe the moon itself holds archons on the inside, well, if that was true, then that means they're projecting their energy onto humans on Earth through occult ritual with the use of some type of electromagnetic energy. Now that starts to make sense when we see these liquid crystal polarization effects, because they're always black and white or zebra shaped. Now as I scroll down here on this page, this is really interesting, because a lot of these celebrities you're going to see are probably people that I've uploaded to my channel that we've seen reptilian anomalies on. Beyonce, I'll be getting to her next. Britney Spears, just did a video on her. Christina Aguilera, all these people, all your entertainers, all your singers, movie stars. And people ask, well, why does the Illuminati control these people? Well, that's because that's how you control a population, is through their culture. So that's where we see all these liquid crystal polarization anomalies happening, is on newscasters, Hollywood producers, singers, actors, actresses. Now, someone made a if he's listening to this, I'd like to thank him for it. He made a comment on my channel yesterday that a lot of these reptilian anomalies that me and other people catch, we never see these on animals on live TV, and he made a really good point about that. And that's probably because of the reason that animals don't have pineal glands, which is needed in occult summoning. Unlocking the power of your third eye for the occult is known as the left and right hand paths. The middle path is known as Zen enlightenment. And actually one of the 9 pitfalls to the path of enlightenment in Zen is getting sidetracked by the occult. So maybe I'll make another video about that in the future, on the 9 pitfalls to the path of enlightenment. I already made one on how to decalcify your pineal gland. It's on my channel. But as I go down, Brahana, I just made a video of her, as she is with the Masonic symbolism behind her. So basically all these people are telling you here in these pictures, when you see them on these checkerboard floors, is yeah, we sold our soul to Sirius. We went to an occult ritual and allowed an archon to attach itself to our subconscious. And that's why with the cameras, it's probably some type of electromagnetic disturbance that's being picked up by the camera itself. There's a lot of instances, even when people take pictures and they don't notice ghosts or orbs showing up in the pictures till after they develop the film. And just like the experiment I showed you with a CRT monitor and a magnet, you can change the colors on your screen just by holding magnets near them. So electromagnetic fields do affect how light is displayed sometimes. So basically that's all I want to go over in the theory for right now. I may go over each individual part in more detail, or I at least wanted to get this video out just to give people a basic idea of what the anomaly is and my own theory on what's causing the anomaly. I get a lot of questions about it, and I figure it's easier just to, explain it a little better in this video. So if you have any questions or comments for me, leave them down in the description and I'll try to answer. And I probably will be uploading some more examples of this on my channel. And like I said, I will make a playlist tonight so people that want to check this anomaly out can find all my videos in one playlist to make it a little easier. So until we speak again, this is Kinninigan, and take care.